Okay, now we're over here on the control panel here. First off, this right here is a fire resistant plastic, and I've cut it out and I've tested it, and it's definitely fire resistant. On this panel here, as you can see, this one's already hooked up. It's showing 100% right now on the batteries, and this over here is a fuse that we're going to connect into the line. We're going to basically do the same thing here we're going to do over here. So as you can see, I've already got my holes marked for this thing here. We just held up the Rover. Take a Sharpie and mark in behind it. And I measured it. Put a flat piece across here where it'd be straight across. Now we're gonna put these holes, but these marks right here, I'm gonna put a screw right above it because it'll fit on there, and then it'll push down. So we'll put the screw actually right above it. Okay, we'll look at this one real quick. The one I'm putting over here don't have the Bluetooth controller on it. And I'll show you what that looks like. That's what the Bluetooth controller looks like. It's just a little box that you put up on the wall that communicates with your smartphone. Okay, it plugs into here. There's like a telephone connector on it. It plugs into the far side down here. Okay, this one right here, this is your sensor for your batteries. See, it has a sensor on the end of it. It goes in between your batteries, or on top of your batteries. So it'll check the temperature on your batteries. It does it in Celsius. I wish it would do it in Fahrenheit, but okay. On the next connection, this one was your temperature sensor right here. Your next two connectors are your solar panels. Red one's on your left. Right one is negative. Okay, the two middle ones are your batteries. Your left one's always positive. It connects over here to this 40 amp circuit breaker. Checking to make sure it's not hot. Kind of had a loose connection on this one. It was running kind of warm, but it's fine now. This runs over to the batteries. Okay, your next two are basically your power out on your controller. See, I've got it connected to this light right here, LED light. It also lights up my gauges over here. I'll give you a shot of that real quick. Okay, that also runs my 4 gauges here. These two aren't hooked up yet. This one here is, they show your voltage, your current, your power, and your energy. On this one here basically just shows like a battery symbol here, and it shows your percent. It also shows your voltage, 13.2 volts right now. That's what it shows on this one. These right here, probably connect another one of these up to the second panel that we're doing today. Second row of panels. And this one here I'm going to save for the wind energy. It's going to be for the wind generator. So that'll be at a later time. But this is just the install guide for the 4 panels on the Renogy system. Okay, I put in my 4 screws just above the marks. Now we're going to see how this thing's going to fit on there. I'll show you the back real quick. See how it has the slots. Stick it in and drop it down. Okay. Okay, we got it. Okay, next we'll put in the fuse block here. Okay, this is a 40 amp. This comes with your kit. We're going to stick it right up here with the other one. Now we're ready to start wiring it up. When you hook up your charge controller, first thing you need to do is hook it up to the batteries. Remember, your batteries come in right here in the middle. You can follow them over. Here's your, we're going to do the same thing on this side too. We've got another one of these circuit breakers right here, 40 amp circuit breaker. Put another one in right here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, on these circuit breakers, you'll see one side have a copper side. The other side is just, this is actually a little longer too. But you just want to make sure you connect your battery to your copper side. See, like we do here. This goes to the battery, and this goes to the controller. Get these screws out of my mouth so I can talk. Okay, that's on there good. I had this thing, this one over, I think right under here. See the screw hole there, but you got to have it a little ways away so you have room for your wire to come out. It's pretty heavy wire, and you got to be able to see what come out of. See it come out of the third hole here. Come out of this one and go down to here. And then from there to the battery. I'm glad I wired up that LED light before I started this, otherwise you'd be looking at that. I mean, that's probably okay, but I don't know, that might be even better. Get that light on. A little bit brighter. Now, this in here goes to the solar panels. And we're going to bring that wire off the panels right into here. We've got to put ends on these. So right now we're going to start hooking up the battery part of it. Hook up your battery before you hook up your panels. If you don't, you got to hook up on your charge controller. You got to hook up your batteries first. If you connect your solar panels first, this is computerized, and it ain't gonna have any idea where to put the power. So you gotta have your batteries hooked on here first. That way you connect your panels onto it, it'll direct it right out to the batteries. Otherwise you might take a chance of burning one of these up. I'll have to get some wires made up and then I'll be right back. Okay, we got this one put in. This is on the positive side. And when you're putting your ends on, make sure you put on the right size. So you got a small hole for the small screw. Then on the other end, we put on a bigger connector for the bigger hole for the battery connector. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to put a little tape on this one. Okay, now we'll go from this connector right here. And this is going to go straight over to the battery. I just don't want to drop this nut. I'd have a heck of a time finding it. Put that on there. This side over here is live, so I got to be real careful not to short nothing out. Got 100% right here. We'll tighten them down later. Okay, now we'll connect that side to the battery. I got these marine batteries. They got the little wing nut on them. I would have liked to use red wire on this, but this is the wire that came with it. So you're going to use what we got. Okay, I just connected the second controller to this second battery here. I got 3 more batteries going this way. Got 2 batteries here. Now we'll work on the negative side. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up these connectors. I connected these to the batteries too, so they're hot. Hot on the positive side. All your connectors on these things need to be pretty tight, because if they're loose, they won't be making a good connection. They'll get hot. Okay, on these screws here, you got to back them out quite a ways to get them to. So you can put it up in there. Just screw it down tight. Okay, this is going to go over to the ground side. Okay, it's firing up. So it's got 13 volts, 13.2. This button here's, this light here is the battery. The top one will be solar panels. The very bottom one is going to be your power out down here. Okay. And I believe your very bottom one is an error code. Okay, this is your ground wire here. This is what they call a shunt. You got wires coming off of each side that goes to your little gauges over here. Remember I showed you on the other side over here? This is what they call a shunt. It measures your watts, your voltage, your current, your power, and your energy. So I got one here. This is for the first system. And then I got another one right here. See the wires coming off of it? It goes to the second screen. That ground wire right there, that one there, goes to the, over here to the shunt. This is on the ground side. Okay, and then the other end of the wire goes over to the ground side of your battery. So we have these two connected. Got the power and the negative connected. I'll show you these meters again. Okay, we've got the second one hooked up now. This second one goes to the lower solar panels. This one goes to the top ones. And this one down here is going to be for later use. There's no wires even hooked to that. That's for wind power. Okay, when they're both hooked up, you see you got 76 is the percentage of battery power. And over on the other one, it's got 12.7 volts. So now we need to come off of these two connectors. See this one over here? It's power going over to your. Take this, go into here, and then this in here will go to the ground wire. I don't know what that was. My screwdriver looks like. Okay, where it comes through the garage wall, we got to have an extension on it. So we'll plug in the extension wire. That's about another 20 foot of wire. Okay, plug that one in. These panels are live. These cables are live. Well, there's sunshine shining outside. And there's still less than an hour of sunshine yet left. Okay, here's our two wires we got coming down. Got them stapled up there on the ceiling, which is OSB. And I got them. So now we got to come down. This black one will run on the outside of that one. We got some little connectors we'll put on here, screw it down on there. This one here, we got about 3 foot of wire extra, so that's good. So we'll do the negative one first. It gives plenty of room here. The negative one will be the next one over. And this one's your positive. So I'll get that cut and get it ready. Okay, we'll take and open a screw up good. Put it right up in there. Hold it. Okay, that's good. This in here, we're going to put a connector on it right here. So I'm going to cut it about right here. Give myself a little extra room here. Okay, we're going to take the bottom bolt off. And we're going to check and see which one of these connectors fit the best. Well, it's going to have to be the big one. Yeah, you don't want to put on a little one and not fit it on there. It's always best to check beforehand. So we'll put a couple big ones on there. Okay, I got the bottom one done. I like to wrap it with a little bit of electrical tape on it. Okay, get the top one done. Okay, we got this one ready to go. Screw that on there. Find a wrench here and tighten them down. Okay, now we got about, it's just a few minutes to sundown. I still got, panels are showing a little bit of power. So I'm going to cut it here. Strip it back around a 1/2 inch. Okay, we're gonna open this one up. Okay, watch that light right there. Okay, we got them both making power now. See the lights up on the top. This is a day or two later. This is my little remote for the power inverter. Push that button. Gives you a battery symbol, how full the batteries are. But we'll get into all that in the next video. I've got some people asking questions. I think we'll do one more video on the batteries and the power converter. We'll do that video, and then we'll do another video of just questions and answers. I'll give you a glimpse real quick on the power inverter. Okay, all this is going to be in the next video. Got 5 batteries connected here. Got the 5,000 watt power converter here. It converts 12 volt to 120 volt. So we'll go through a lot of this in the next video. But I've had some good questions so far, so if you got any questions, put them down in the comments, and I'll probably do a question and answer of just a video by itself. I've got questions on what am I going to run with it, what all you can run on a 400 watt system, the premium kit, 4 panels, and we're going to answer those questions. Another question I had was what's more efficient, 12 volt, 24 volt, or 48 volt. Of course your 48 volt is going to be more efficient because it's closer to the voltage that you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to 120 volt, and 48 is almost halfway there. But we'll go into all that in the next video. Okay, come out here again after the sun went down. As you can see, the top lights are out. So now it's dark. Get no more power from the panels. And the reason why I came back out here, because I forgot a couple more items. Forgot this temperature probe that plugs in over on the left side right here. Plug it in right here. Okay, that's the temperature probe. We'll just stick this one over there with the other one in between the batteries. we'll just put this one clear over on the other set of batteries. And another thing I want to talk about was the Bluetooth. We forgot to go in any of the Bluetooth on the phone. This right here is your Bluetooth connector right here. It goes up and over and onto the back porch area. This will also plug into this one. Okay. Now I get my phone and I pull up the app and I'll show you what it looks like. You need to get the app Renogy BT. BT is Bluetooth. So this is the app. And how you bring it up, you got to hit down below here. You got to search device. And it comes up right there. Now if I had an antenna, Bluetooth antenna on both of these, I'd have two numbers right here. So this is the one to come up. In fact, we can change it over to the other side, and then there'll be a different number in here. You might do that here in a minute. Okay, confirm it. And come over here to monitoring. You'll see that's where it connected right there. Monitoring. And that's your app. It tells you your voltage, current, and your charge power. That's on your solar panels. I should have showed you that when the sun was shining. This shows you how many watts. We'll have to do that on the next video. Here's your capacity, 71%. See over here your status is normal, status normal, status closed. See over here on the other side, the status will be open because this switch controls right here. That switches it on and off. Okay. Right down here is your voltage, current, and load power. We're going to have to come back to that on the next one. So we'll switch to the other panel over here. Pull this one out. Plug it into this one. Now we'll drop back out. Search it again. That'd be a different number. Okay, it received it. See, now this one's on. Okay, get ready to turn it off. That turns that bottom switch off. See, it turns this switch right here off. Right here. So on the bottom down here, you can see that I'm running 12.5 volts. The current is 0.22A, 0.22 amp, and 2 watts. 2 watts is all I want to run out of it. I mean, I could hook up another couple lights. I just don't want to get over 5 watts. I'm sure you could run a lot more out of that, but even in the manual it says don't run a whole lot of current through your charge controller. So you sure don't want to burn it up. A lot of the charge controllers don't have the Bluetooth app that you can connect to your phone. Now the distance is not real far. There's only about half of the house that I can use it in. I wish it was a little bit stronger. But if I could have the actual little box inside the house, it'd probably work all through the house. But it's out here on the back porch. It's not even in the garage. So that would help a lot if I had a longer wire. I don't know if a telephone cable would work on that or not. Looks like a phone line. I get some kind of forget what that's called. Okay, that's RS-232 port. So I told you I was going to show you the Bluetooth app, so I had to come out here and record this section of the video. If you got any questions, just ask them below, and if I don't know the answer, I'll look it up. So thanks again for watching.